Today's video is one I was kind of inspired to bring off the back burner by a recent story you've probably seen roaring around the internet about an 88-year-old man from Michigan who was forced to go back to work in his 80s after his wife passed away from a long, expensive illness, and his former employer discontinued his pension. So he had to go back to work in his 80s. Apparently some TikToker in Australia heard about it and put it out there to his fans and viewers, and he was able to raise over $1 million so that this man didn't have to spend his last years on earth working his fingers to the bone. So I think that was a really cool thing, nice and heartwarming. But it also inspired me to go ahead and make this video because I do think it's important. And as you saw in the title, we're going to talk today briefly, very briefly, about why I think it's a good idea to have gold or silver as part of a real world preparedness plan. And I'll share with you what I did in my life recently along those lines. So that's what's coming up next here on Survival on Purpose. Welcome back to Survival on Purpose. My name is Brian. Thanks for joining me. As I said, today we're going to talk a little bit about gold and silver, and you notice there's no dramatic fear-mongering title in the video or anything. We're not going to go there. I'm going to try to keep it even keeled and common sense. But first, as usual, today's words of wisdom from the Bible. Today's wisdom is from Proverbs chapter 22, verse 3 in the NLT version. A prudent person foresees danger and takes precautions. The simpleton goes blindly on and suffers the consequences. And since we're talking about gold and silver, I feel like I need to say this. I am not a financial advisor, certified or otherwise. This video is not an attempt to influence you, to sell you anything, to advise you to any of the above. This is my opinions on why I think it's a good idea to have some gold and silver in my real world retirement planning, and my reasons for why I did what I did about that in my life. It should go without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. You should never make any important decisions based upon anything you hear some bozo with a camera on YouTube say. Okay? Just leave it at that. Now, why gold or silver? So you know our channel motto here is survival is not an accident. Be prepared. But what's preparedness? I mean, if you get on the internet, you're going to see a lot of people talking about the end of the world as we know it and storing everything from food to toilet paper. And while I think it's important to be prepared for those things, I also think it's just as important to be prepared for more likely real-world situations that are actually happening around us right now. So, if you're not talking about global collapse, what other reasons would there be to be prepared with gold and silver? So, just as an example, like 2008, they call it the global financial crisis, where the people who were actually the cause of it were considered too big to fail, and people like you and me were left to pick up the pieces, and the lights were still on, the water's still running, there's no zombies running the street, but we still had to pay for everything we pay for and work our butts off to try to get it done with our dollar that's worth less and less every single day. In situations like that 2008 financial debacle, well, I think it's a good idea to at least consider some precious metals as part of a real-world preparedness plan. And I know as soon as I say that, I'm going to get some comments. Yeah, my precious metal plan is lead and brass. I get it. And look, you know me. I think there's no such thing as too much ammo. But I also think it's good to be prepared for the real world that we live in right now in much more likely circumstances than everything going crazy, going haywire. Although that's possible. So with that in mind, I'm going to try to read just a couple facts here. I'm going to try to keep them brief that kind of influence my opinion as far as why I think it's a good idea to have that precious metal. So here's a fact. Right now, as of December 2025, it's no secret the United national debt is crazy. It's around 38 point something trillion. That's just over $285,000 per household. That's going up, not down. Heck, it's probably up already after I make this video. And you may say, well, that doesn't really matter to me. That's just a number. That's just a number out of nowhere. Yeah, but it is real world that the dollar in your pocket has lost 46.8% of its purchasing power since 2000. It's also a fact that in the last 10 years, the U.S. has printed over $1.4 trillion. And that's backed by nothing but literally their ability to collect revenue and to tax you and me truly at the point of a gun. But I got to be fair. Most of that money's not printed, or at least a lot of it's not printed. It's just ones and zeros in a computer created out of thin air by the miracle of fractional reserve banking. Oh, speaking of ones and zeros, any money you have in a bank account, IRA, 401k, investment, or even your Social Security fund, they're all just ones and zeros too. They don't exist. They're counted somewhere in a computer. So bottom line, even with no evil conspiracy, between inflation and this house of cards economic system we got that is so close to collapse, it's crazy. It really doesn't matter if there's an evil conspiracy out there, because irresponsibility and foolishness are just as dangerous. Okay, so while we talk about gold and silver, I'm going to give you just a couple quick examples, and then we'll wrap this sucker up. So, gold and silver have traditionally, historically, for thousands of years, all of recorded history, first they've been considered stores of value. They've been considered worthwhile. Don't ask me why, they're just metal, but they've been considered super worthwhile. You can debate whether that should be or not, but it is. And here's some facts about gold in our system. And this is a quick one I thought was very interesting. You know, before 1964, all of our coins from dimes up, pennies and nickels not, but dimes, quarters, half dollars, silver dollars, whatever, had silver in them. They actually had actual silver in them. And here's a fun factoid I found out. In 1963, the federal minimum wage was $1.25 an hour. It's 5 quarters. Now the silver value in 5 quarters in 1963 was 45 cents, so significantly less than the monetary value. The silver value of the same coins today is $55. And the bottom line, even if you factor in the potential for increasing your value through stock market or something like that, just real quickly, in the last 25 years, this is just 25 years, the Dow Jones has averaged 6% per year compounded interest average. Gold, 11%, silver, 12%. So, and in the global financial crisis of 2008, everybody keeps talking about and referring back to, the Dow Jones lost 50% of its value in about an 18-month period. Gold and silver both increased in value. So those are some of the facts and statistics that influenced my opinion on why I thought it was important to have some gold and silver in my preparedness plan. Basically boils down to 3 reasons. It's a very real way to protect your wealth from inflation, and it has been so literally for centuries. It's real. It's not ones and zeros in a computer. It's metal. You can hold it in your hand, and it historically has done well in crisis like 2008 crisis. But there's always a but. Gold and silver are not cheap. Gold right now is over $4,000 an ounce, and silver's over $60 an ounce. And most of us don't have cash laying around just to go buy a bunch of shiny metals anyway. But many people like me do have a 401k or an IRA that they're depending upon to be able to help them in their retirement years. So here's what I did. I converted some of my ones and zeros in a pretty meager 401k plan that I had from a former employee into actual physical gold and silver in an IRA. And no, it's not in my possession, so don't come looking for my stash. Because it's an IRA, I'm not allowed to have it right now yet, but it is in a secure, private, bonded, insured facility with my name on it, physical gold and silver, my name on it, mostly silver right now, and a place in Texas. If I want it, I can cash it out and get cash, or they can send me the metals. And of course, I have to pay taxes because it's an IRA, but it's there, and it's probably not going to be hurt by inflation. And I admit, that's not as cool as having a room full of doubloons like Scrooge McDuck, but at least I know that some of the money that I was depending upon to sustain me in my aging years is safe from many of the things that the ones and zeros are not.
Once, while skydiving, Chuck Norris's parachute failed to open. He took it back the next day for a refund.
So how did I do that? I've already told you I'm not an expert on any of this stuff, and had to find somebody to work with. But if you've seen many YouTube videos in this genre here, you've probably seen several videos sponsored by this or that precious metal gold company or whatever. Quick story time. About a year ago, last year in 2024, a company reached out to me about sponsoring the channel. They're a gold company, and they were literally going to pay me X number of dollars for anybody who scheduled a call, just for scheduling a call with them. I thought, man, that sounds like a really good way to help support the channel, and it sounded good. But if you know about the Big Daddy Unlimited story, I got bit pretty hard on that. So I have to absolutely thoroughly check out anybody before I create any sort of a financial relationship with them now. Better than I should have done that all along. Anyway, so I became a customer of theirs first and bought just a tiny amount of gold from them just to see how things went. And well, let's just say I didn't feel comfortable recommending them to people, and that's all I'll say about it. I'm not going to tell you who they are or anything else. But this year I got in touch with a company called Alpha Omega Gold. They are a Christian-based company that runs their company on biblical principles. And David Holland over there at Alpha Omega Gold for the last several months has helped me and answered questions for me and just talked to me never pressured me to buy anything, never even asked me to buy anything, tried to sell me anything, offered me anything for sale. He just answered all my questions and made sure that I had everything, all the information I needed to know. So when I found out finally, I think I can trust this guy, I told him about what I wanted to do with my 401k. He helped me make that happen. Very, very simple process. I'm happy to say now that after checking them out 6 ways from Sunday, not only am I a very satisfied Alpha Omega Gold client, but they are now our newest channel partner here. And just to be transparent, the way that works is if you check them out and decide that there's somebody that you think can help you and you work with them to help protect your savings, then they'll throw me a couple of bucks. And I don't even know how many bucks. David said, I'll be fair with you. I trust him. He has been so far. So that's all I know about it. But that's not really the reason I'm making this video. I'm just wanting to share it with you. I thought it was pretty interesting, and I think it's important. So if you want to know more about gold, silver, or precious metals to help protect your hard-earned money, whether it's in an IRA or in your hot little hands, I can absolutely recommend the folks at Alpha Omega Gold because they really did help me. I'll put a link down in the video description below. Speaking of helping, I hope this video has been helpful, informative, and maybe even a little bit interesting. I really, really appreciate you watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival is not an accident, so be prepared. I'll see you next time.